awesome. So chapter 9 was the anatomy of a successful class. What did you think about the chapter?
I liked it because it kind of broke down like the different kinds of classes you can have. Like even if you do like in-person classes, there's still different kinds. And, so that was it. And she kind of said it's okay to, do the one you're comfortable with, but just know that if you do one-on-ones, you're not going to grow as fast as larger classes.
Right.
Yeah. Which makes sense. Yeah. There's less people there. So obviously, but yeah.
And I like that she pointed out too that, yes, you're not going to grow as quickly, but she helps you understand as well that when you're using that kind of strategy, you might get burned out, because
yeah, exactly.
a lot of time, you're putting in a lot of energy, and you're not seeing those quick results, and so it could get discouraging. So I thought that was really good, that she really pointed that out and made it clear that, hey, this is perfectly fine, but just know that this
right.
is what you expect. Hey, Jenny.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. Sorry I'm a little bit late joining.
It's okay. I had to restart my computer like right at 8:30. So.
Okay. We just got our Wi-Fi set up here, so and we were having some problems with it. Matt had to call earlier, so I wasn't even sure if it was going to work, but I'm on, so yeah.
So we just kind of have already gotten started with what we were liking about this chapter, and Sherry said that she really liked how they went through even the different types of in-person classes and what those kind of look like. So what did you like about the chapter, Jenny?
Me? Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I haven't read this one yet. So I think I'll like it.
I think you'll like it too.
This has been a really crazy week. I mean, with the spring break with the kids, like I just can't seem to like find time to myself to like, so, but anyhow, I mean, I love that she is focusing on different styles of classes because, just with the three of us here, we all three have different personalities. And it's nice that she's giving kind of an overview of, what you're going to feel comfortable with, what I'm going to feel comfortable with, what Sherry's going to feel comfortable with, and just telling you how to do that. So I like that.
Yeah. I do too. I thought that was really cool. And I like that she kind of laid out the way that she does her classes. So telling your story, introducing the chemical-free lifestyle. She plays the oily scavenger hunt video, which is all of her family, which I think would be fun to do it with our families. Like make our own oily scavenger hunt video with our kids and get our families involved to make it more personal. But that was just something that I was thinking. But and then getting into the lecture, passing around the starter kit, of course, ending with a strong close. But then all these steps, I mean, there's still lots of steps after she closes her class. And I thought that was pretty interesting. So making sure she gets their information so she can follow up with them, which is something I've not been great at. Giving them a resource so she'd make sure that they don't leave without her CD or a DVD or something like that so that it stays fresh in their minds. And then she also puts in her DVD on the business while people are ordering. So whoever wants to watch it can kind of see it. And it's a little teaser, and that's how she's getting her business builders right there at the class.
Are those DVDs available yet?
Still not available. No.
Oh, because I think I actually would play that at my class.
I'm gonna play
because why not?
Yeah, I think I would too. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's not like you have to do anything.
And I feel like it would be better received by someone else. Like they shared a couple chapters ago, the third-party resource.
Yes.
I think that it's going to be a lot better received by someone that is successful telling them what's going on, because they're going to look at somebody like me and they're like, well, I mean, great. You've been doing this for a whole year now and you're making $500. That's awesome. I really want to do that with you, right? But, you know, they might want to see somebody else that's has achieved more and has been successful, because I'm able to share Monique's story and Natalie's story and all those people's story, and it's just a better testimony, I think. So
yeah.
I'm really going to share her CDs when they're available.
Yeah.
And then not letting them leave without something oily. So have a little table where they could even just make up their own thieves cleaner. And she always is pointing out, charge for your supplies, but nothing Young Living related. So you can't, like, you can charge them for the spray bottle and whatever else those costs were, but you can't charge them for the Young Living product that you're putting in it. So I really liked that. I thought that the anatomy of her class was really helpful to see, because after I'm done closing the class, my class is over. Like, guys, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I don't have them hang around enough to talk and ask those questions. And so that was helpful for me to see that. So, and then in the workbook, she talks about nailing your clothes and remembering that your goal is to educate people and help them make better choices, not just getting them to buy a starter kit. And so I liked the difference in her starter kit mentality versus the education mindset.
Yeah.
Thought that was really good, because and she does say the same thing about the starter kit in her education mindset, but it sounds completely different when you're talking about the education piece to that. So
plus, if you're going with the starter kit mentality, you're saying, hey, that's all you need.
Right.
You know, you're not talking about anything else. And that's not what this is about. This is about a lifestyle change. That's just the first step. It's like a baby step to get your feet wet.
Yep.
You know?
And I think that's really important.
Yeah. Right. Because you're setting them up for essential rewards and just to start experiencing and, you know, ditching all that chemical stuff in their house. You can't do that with just the starter kit. You can't ditch all that stuff with just the starter kit.
And you're also, like you said, you're setting them up for essential rewards, because I mean, that's really what we want. We want people to see those lasting changes.
Right.
And they're not going to do that if they're only getting the starter kit. So
they're just not going to get the benefits. I mean, there's no way that you can only have a starter kit for years and really, truly experience, you know, the benefits.
Yeah.
So
there's just way too many products out there that would help them.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have exposure to. So she said to write your story and write your clothes. I didn't do that. I was telling Sherry, I literally just walked in because I had some issues with John David tonight at Awana.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't get all of my homework done, but that's okay. I already wrote my start and my close, and I've already presented it in my the online class that I recorded. So, okay. So let's look in the book then at the different types of in-person classes on, 95 through 97. And which ones, I guess, do you think would be most comfortable for your personality and, where you are at this point? Sherry, which one stood out for you? You said you really liked the different types of classes. Like, which one was?
Well, I like the one-on-ones, but I also like the couch class. So I guess I'm thinking that probably no more than 10 would probably be where I'm comfortable. No more than 10 people, or just one-on-ones, or just pass someone in the hallway and talk about stuff or something like that. But I know that's not officially a class, but it could get them interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Jenny? Looking at those, just kind of overview.
I like the couch class because it's easy. I like the thought of doing stuff at my house because I have done classes like, at Cranberry's Natural Food Store with my mom, and I had to haul everything there. I had to haul like my little crates to set the kit up. I had to bring a huge long extension cord just to plug in the diffuser. Like that kind of stuff ate up a lot of my time. So I like the thought of having my classes here at my house with, like you said, Sherry, maybe around 10 people.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if it gets to be more than that, then I can't personally interact with each person. And that would probably stress me out and make me feel like I wasn't a very good host. So, but that's just in my home. I think at some point when I get comfortable doing classes in my home, I could see expanding and getting out. And if I can draw, crowds, more than that, then it would be worth my time to go set up somewhere else in a public place or whatever. But, so the couch class for me, I really like. The speed oiling was super fun. I loved that because you get to be with other builders just like us. It's not just you. It's not just all on you. You're with everybody, and everybody's testimonies put together is just like super powerful, I feel like. So I like doing those. And then I've never done a make and take. It sounds like fun. I don't know how effective make and takes are. I've heard that they're not really, actually. They're fun, but they're a lot of work because you have to go and buy all those ingredients and everything. I don't know. So probably not that. I think the couch class is most me right now.
Yeah. I've done quite a few of these. I did the couch class, and we've also done a variation where we called it a coffee table class.
Yeah, that was really good. And
that was a lot of fun.
And that was not meant to be a coffee table class. We had a bunch of cancellations at the last minute.
Yeah.
It ended up being good because who was it? One of Jennifer.
Yeah.
She said she actually really enjoyed that more than what we were planning because she felt like she could talk and didn't feel like she was interrupting.
Yeah.
It was more like just conversation instead of a class.
And I would really like to do one of the Gotta Eat classes, and I feel like I maybe kind of have when we've done our pizza and oil classes or we've done the oily brunches.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we kind of have. I've done that before. I love speed oiling, just like Jenny said. It's really powerful when you get that many, I guess, oil users in one room and they're hearing it over and over and over from multiple different people.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, it's working for 10 people. It must really be working. So that was really powerful. Mm-hmm. And I've tried make and takes twice and I don't like them. It is not my style. It's a lot of work.
When did you do a make and take?
I don't know. Within Julie Boss, she signed up at a make and take. I had 2 people come.
Okay, yeah, that's a lot of prep work.
I bought a ton of stuff because I was planning, and all the classes that I scheduled at the Fredericksburg Parks and Rec, which have not happened, none of them.
Yeah.
Twice I've done those now that I've signed up for them, and nobody's ever signed up.
Yeah, and I've heard that a lot. The make and takes are a lot of time. They're a lot of fun, but they take a lot of time, and it does not produce enrollments.
And it's a lot of money that you're putting out up front.
Yeah.
On the products. And then she makes such a good point that you're not pushing Young Living products, right? So you're teaching them how to make something.
Oh, right.
Pushing them towards the starter kit. And then they're probably never going to make it again. And you haven't gotten that buyer that's going to be, I'd rather do, if it's a make and take, and this just came to my mind, but I'm thinking if we did a make and take where it was all Young Living products, and so it's not really a make and take, but it's maybe a product sampling class,
Like Thieves Household Cleaner. Come and make your bottle of Thieves Household Cleaner.
Make the
You have
household
to make that anyways.
And then even if you got, like, I have these little tiny little circle things, like you'd put eyeshadow or something in.
Yeah.
Put a squirt of lotion. Put a squirt of the pain cream. You know, give them a few little products that they could sample.
Okay, so it's like a sampling party.
Yeah,
and you could still charge. They could have samples of Ningxia Red. They could have an Ningxia Red packet. They could, and you could charge, and they get a little sampling. That's a good idea.
And then maybe have have those already pre-made in the jars and pass around the basket. So everybody's there. They get to pick this out. Okay, now we're going to talk about the lavender hand lotion and why it's amazing and why it's my favorite. And if they wanted to, they can take a little out, try it on.
I do think it's better to have those things already made up and just yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because that stuff does take a long time to, even if it's just one project.
Yeah,
it can kind of get crazy.
It does. So that might be a fun class, like a product sample class.
I think that would be fun. That's a neat idea.
Charge, I don't know.
It depends on what you have, what you're going to offer, but
how many samples they're going to get, and But so that would be kind of a fun idea. But make and takes are not me. That's not where I thrive.
Well, and the thing is people honestly people like the idea of doing a DIY something, but is that really something that that's not really something they're going to implement into their lifestyle? It's like, oh, I'm getting together with my girlfriend, we're going to do a make and take and just make up some bath salts or whatever like that. It's not something that is going to continue. I mean, people need easy, ready-made stuff, you know? So
they do. Yeah. I do want to start doing the connection classes and the big classes. Those are my goal. So I would like to eventually try to do some things at a local church. My church isn't very receptive to letting us do classes there. They don't want to mix business with church, and I don't know. So I need to find a location where I can do that.
What if you asked to put a diffuser in the nursery?
I mean, what's that? That's not going to accomplish anything if nobody there knows what it's all about. I mean, it would work if I had somebody in the nursery that uses and then when the parents say, what is that? It smells so good in here, then they could do a little product pitch. But
true, but if you're not in the nursery, people are gonna be like, I don't know what it is.
Or you can make little cards. You can make little cards to put with it to have little information. They could just grab one if you really wanted to. I
don't know.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why they're not why they're so anti.
I don't either. But
they need some oils. That's why.
They do. They need some stress away.
They do.
Yeah. So on a positive note, I got my 5th class for April today.
Woo!
Wow.
Yeah. So I've got 5 classes and a vendor show in April.
Where's your vendor show? Is it at the Maymont
Park? It's a 1-day. And then the first weekend of April, that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I have the Lewis Ginter Botanical Garden one. That should be
Is anybody helping you with that?
No.
Jessie? No?
No, that's the one that I think she said that it's her birthday weekend, maybe?
Oh, okay.
That might be her birthday. It's either birthday or anniversary. I can't remember. But that's the one that's right next to her house, so it's a bummer that she can't do it. But
yeah.
So I'm excited about that. I feel like
that's awesome.
That I put in Joyfully Infused about the 120-day challenge that they're doing. It's called. We have a group of all the leaders of the different teams in the mix.
Okay.
And they call it the core. And so they're doing a 120-day challenge, and I just copy and pasted it into our biz group to show you what they're doing. And I thought it was really good because it goes along with what we are doing with Bootcamp, but it's hosting, I think it was, I can't remember if they said 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 classes a month. And then following up with 6 people a day. And what was the other one? There was another component to it, but it was just a way to kind of hold yourself accountable to do these things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool. And it was, the goal is to rank up in the next 120 days by doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% convinced that I'm going to rank up to silver by doing this plan. Like, there is no.
How could you not? You're doing like five classes.
Yeah.
Vendor shows.
And so I don't know when or what that's going to look like, but I'm hoping by May I'll have ranked up to silver. So we'll see. But, so what are y'all's goals? What are your goals? So we can, try to work towards those, but, making it something that's achievable. I know that Sherry, we talked about this at the beginning, but I've forgotten what everybody's goal was.
I forgot too. We wrote them down somewhere, didn't we?
I think so. Jenny, I know that your goal is silver, but I can't remember your timeline.
I want to make silver by November. I want to in the month of November. I want to be silver by then.
Okay.
November's usually a very strong month for OGV.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to work on building my team up. Starting with this first class, and I'm just going to keep trying, and I'm just going to keep doing classes, and I'm going to do some online classes, and that's just my plan. So I'm going to do in-person classes, online classes. Probably, I want to do the Rockingham County Fair with you. But other than that, probably no other events. So yeah, the classes. I mean, I'm just trusting her that that's what it's going to take.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I canceled one of my events, and I'm thinking I might cancel the others just to not spend the money on.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather use that money for something else, or I don't know. I feel like if I'm doing the classes, then that's going to get me, because I mean, really the point of the vendor shows was to get out and try to expand our market, but this is going to solve that problem.
I think it will. Yeah, I think it's, and also vendor events, you are, committing your whole day or a stretch of days.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be worth it for the Rockingham County Fair, judging from last year.
Yeah.
And like the excitement with the other vendors, they said that it's like one of the best county fairs in the whole state or country or something like that for vendors. So I think it's worth it. But yeah, I think classes, just focusing on that. But yeah, I want to be silver by the end of the year. I do. And before that would be awesome.
I think it was on page 1, Sherry. That's where I found mine. On the workbook.
Mine's blank.
Well, do you have a goal? Do you have,
I think my goal was to start sharing more.
Yeah.
And because at my desk at work, I have a diffuser, and I'm always putting different things in there, and people will come and ask me, what's in there today and stuff like that. But so I think my main goal right now is just to share more and get more comfortable sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I need to do some classes. I know that because I need to just take that plunge. But but I don't really have a rank goal for right now. So
Yeah, and I think in the very beginning, it's kind of hard because, I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you know, Lindsay and I, we've been working on this for a while. I mean, I've been doing Young Living for 3 years.
Wow.
And, you know, doing the business end really for a year with right alongside Lindsay. So, you know, but I mean, you haven't gotten your feet wet yet. So
exactly. Yeah.
So
I think
totally understand.
learns could be good for you, Sherry. Just with people that are at your work that are asking you questions. Have lunch with them one day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah. And if you
do they seem interested, your coworkers, or do you think they're just saying it to be nice?
Well, I have a couple that are interested, and then I have one that kind of calls them my hippie oils, and she kind of laughs about it all the time. But I'm convinced I'm going to convince her eventually. I'm going to break her down.
Come around.
But yeah.
You will.
Yeah, but I have two that are pretty interested, and I've given them some of the cough drops and some different things. So, but yeah, I think they would be interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, these are the littler books that I was telling you about before. But it has everything that you would need.
Oh, okay.
To go through at lunch and just kind of walk them through it.
Oh. Yeah, nice.
That would be a good thing for you to have at your desk and do a little class with them.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyway, so I'm excited. I think that this chapter was really good for just showing us different ideas that could fit our personality. Because I feel like I've thought of some of those things before, but I haven't always done them. And we really do need to plan the speed oiling because
we do.
Yeah, that was so much fun and it was really impactful.
That first one, it was just so good.
But for it to be successful again,
we have to have committed people.
Yeah, they have to be committed to actually bringing people. Because I mean, really, it was just there weren't very many people actually inviting and bringing.
Now, for that, we charged. Do we need to charge for speed oiling? Do we need to?
We don't need to if we get a free location. But a lot of the things that I had.
Okay. But the Betty J. Queen was free. No, it wasn't.
It was free for the fundraiser because it was the swim team, but the other one that I did wasn't free.
Okay.
I paid like $100 for that.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be nice if we had a free location.
If we had a free location, I'm just thinking that would really be good because, I mean, Sherry, you can even invite your coworkers. But I feel like, it starts getting to be a price and then people are like, well, how much do I really want to, know about these oils?
Well, if we did less, like $5 to $10, I think that would be enough that people would be less likely to bail at the last minute because they paid for it.
That is true. It puts some value on it. Yeah, like they bought a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we'll get as many people though. But we might.
I don't know. Summer does speed oiling. She says every quarter she has a speed oiling. And she always charges for hers.
Okay.
And she has good turnout.
And she said she does hers where? Like at the fire hall or something? Where does she do it?
Did I say Sarah or Summer?
Summer.
Davis. I don't know where she does hers.
Summer Davis is a diamond, Sherry.
Okay.
Yeah. We met her at convention. Hey, look into Bumpus Fire Department. Like a volunteer fire department. Because she mentioned that in here. She said rescue fire departments and stuff like that, volunteer. So look into that. That could be good.
I know the one here in Gordonsville charges to use their.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
is it all volunteer?
It is.
Really? And they charge?
Yeah, I guess to pay for the building.
They get their budget. Yeah. Helps with the budget.
But there may be some that'll do things for free. I don't know. I just know the one here doesn't.
And maybe somebody on our team has their church would allow a free,
Yeah.
Speed,
And we still said for our speed oiling, we were trying to look for a place maybe around Pantops. That would be easy, quick, right near the interstate. So that, I just really don't know. There aren't any big places that I can think of right there. I mean, they've got a lot of little restaurants. And, well, that Shadwell's has the room.
Yeah, that has that room.
But that's just one little tiny room. That's not.
Yeah, I don't think that would really work so good. It would be great for a big class.
It would be good for a big class.
It would be really good for a big class. But for a speed oiling, I don't know.
Yeah, because there's not enough room to do stations inside the restaurant. But there is that park right there off of
Darden Taup.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's a good place. And then there's also the Moose Lodge right there before you get to the park on the left-hand side.
Oh, yeah. Would that be? Yeah.
Cool.
You could look into that, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what they would charge, but I mean, if in theory, complete theory, obviously, but if we had 10 of us and we were each bringing 10 people, I mean, that's a good chunk of people that are coming. So if you charge them $10, that's $1,000.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, for me, it would be hard for me to bring people because I know people in Stanton and I know people in Louisa. I don't know people in Charlottesville. And so that's making them drive 45 minutes. You know, I don't know if they would do it.
Well, but my people are going to be driving 45 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we should plan a speed oiling just in Louisa. Well, Kirsten knows people in Fluvanna.
Kirsten's in Fluvanna. Jesse's in Richmond. You're in Stanton.
Yeah, I know. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know if that though is the best idea, because then everybody has to drive quite a ways to get there, especially Richmond. But I don't know.
Well,
You might have to have more than one. Like, on the team.
different areas.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, our team is starting to actually get pretty big. I mean, you know, Kirsten has a big team. I mean, you know, if we did one in Fluvanna for Kirsten's team and had each, 10 people from her team invite 10 people. And then we do one in Louisa, because you've got quite a few people in Louisa. Sherry, you're in Louisa. You're Gordonsville.
Yeah, I'm Gordonsville.
Yeah, Gordonsville's a great area. I mean, we could do one for Louisa Gordonsville somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we need to look into that. And I think the key would also be we need members to participate, because if they're not actively leading in your downline, then they're probably not going to be likely to want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So if we do that, I feel like we would need to kind of be willing as leaders to go to other people's speed oiling.
Yeah. Like I would totally go.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So if we did one for Kirsten and Fluvanna, then we would
all go support Kirsten. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you could, still bring a couple friends to ride with you or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And it's to get the experience too.
Yeah.
Just sharing your story and talking about an oil in front of a table of people. It's just good experience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And honestly, I think that's a much easier way to get your feet wet than holding your first class.
Yeah, but it's not so much pressure, like upsetting.
No, because it's not, it's like all eyes on you for like maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do that.
That's less intimidating.
Yeah.
A lot less intimidating.
And it's like, you might be nervous for your first table, your first 2 tables, and then like by the last table, you're like just can't shut up, you know? So, but yeah, that would be a really good way for people who are interested to just get their feet wet. It's a baby step.
So what if we plan our first speed oiling for May? That'll give us all of April. And if we did something like late May, that might be a good time to do it.
Yeah, just be thinking about what is it, Memorial Day weekend?
Well, there's Memorial Day weekend, and there's also Mother's Day weekend in May.
Yeah, just make sure, because I know a lot of people like go out of town for Memorial Day weekend.
And then there's a lot of graduation weekends in there too. So
yeah, we're starting to run into graduations, weddings, summer vacations. I remember she said in here, she said, make sure you give yourself enough lead time for those types of months, because, you know, people need to be able to know if they can plan that into their schedule.
Well, so Mother's Day weekend, it's the 14th. So the 13th would be that Saturday. I don't feel like people travel for Mother's Day weekend.
No, people don't go out of town for Mother's Day.
So we could do that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be fun to do a Mother's Day speed oiling. Like that might be a good reason for the fathers to watch the kids and let their wives go.
Yeah. And
to buy them a starter kit.
It's a Mother's Day gift.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's a Mother's Day gift. And Lindsay's got 12 kits that she can bring to that speed oiling. All right, mamas, this is your gift.
You're going home tonight.
Get your hubby to write that check for you before you leave the house.
Yeah.
And
great.
Yeah, as long as you guys pick the dates and let me know, then I'll make sure not to sign up for the week that day at my other job.
Okay.
So I'll be available to come, because that's why I couldn't come to the other ones, because I was tied up there.
Do we want to pencil it in then, Lindsay, for May 13th, Saturday?
Yeah, because that's 6 weeks. So if we started advertising it now, that is giving us a 6-week lead time.
So let's do this first one for Louisa and Gordonsville, because Kirsten's getting ready to have her baby.
Yes. And she do that weekend, actually.
Okay, she's probably not going to be wanting to do a speed oiling. She's going to be laboring.
Yeah.
So,
speed oiling in Louisa. What time of day do we want to do it on a Saturday?
What time did we do that first one? Do you remember? Well, it was in the evening.
6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think it was around 6.
Because by that time, I mean, it's still plenty daylight out and stuff. 6 o'clock. Yeah, but do we need to have food? We didn't have any food.
We didn't, but we could. I mean, if we did charge for the class, then we could buy a bunch of pizzas or something, and
whatever we do, it needs to be really easy.
Yeah,
just really, really easy. And we need to bet, if we're going to buy pizzas, we got to know how many people are coming.
Well, if they're buying tickets, then we'll know how many people are coming.
Do we have to like give them real tickets?
If we do it on Eventbrite, it'll do it for them.
Okay.
And they can pay online that way.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's be thinking about if we want to charge or not.
Otherwise, we're going to have to throw out money for food.
We could do it at like 5:30. It's from 5:30 to 6:30, and then they're at home in time for dinner. You know, and then we don't have to have food. But so
it's always going to last longer than that, though.
Then let's have it at 5. Okay. I'm kind of leaning against doing the charging. You know, I don't know. That's just me. I'm just.
Okay.
But that's just me. I'm just thinking people like free better, but I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
I don't know. Sometimes people value it more if there's
it can go either way. So
do they go home with anything?
Hopefully a starter kit.
like a little goodie bag or anything like that? Or for me, I think, oh, I got to pay. I hope I'm going to get something out of it to take with me. So other than this information.
If they paid, we would do dinner. So they have some food.
I think that would be worth it. I think if we have food, then people would be willing to pay $5.
We'll say, $5 for the class pays for pizza and something like that.
We're less than a minute, so we gotta go.
All right, so we'll say 6 o'clock, and I'll be looking for a place in Louisa.
Okay, we'll stay in touch about that. Fun.
All right, guys, I'll see you later.
Ladies. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.